Preakness tomorrow. Jerry Bailey coming up in a little while. Yankee baseball tonight. They will play. Torres at second base. That was not the original lineup. There was a little mix-up there, but not in the dugout, only on the ones they sent out. So that's where we stand. Mike and Nutley. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike. How are you,
Good.
pal?
What's happening?
I've been away for the last month. Are you back on the air full-time?
Yeah.
Monday through Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe you came back.
Yeah, where you been?
I was in the Dominican Republic for a month.
Oh, really? Don't get us there?
No, I didn't get anything. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, well, yes, I am back. So, yes, absolutely. Bob in Monticello. What's up, Bob?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
What's up?
While you were off the air, there were a lot of things I missed you, not being to be able to talk about. The number one thing, though, was Sam Darnold. Because to me, this kid's John Elway. And I got to say, I'm surprised, and I love Eli, love him. I'm surprised you're not more or aren't more or haven't been more sort of aghast that we cast a running back before, a franchise QB.
The Giants, when they went out and they brought in the general manager they brought in, basically told you what their plan was. He's a 67-year-old general manager. That told you they were trying to be a now team. He's not a team looking for 10 years when you're already 67 years old and you're the general manager. That means they thought they were close enough with their core. Now, I had been led to believe by people, and a lot of times you get a lot of bad information before the draft. A lot of it you got to be always careful of, that the Giants did have a liking for only one quarterback, and that was Sam Darnold. I heard that from a couple of teams. I heard that from the Saints had said the same thing about Sean Payton said the same thing about Darnold. I thought the Giants liked Darnold, that it would make it a much tougher decision. They said on draft day it wasn't a tough decision. They had already decided they were going with Barkley, and they were taking their shot this year. They also wanted to make sure that they were able to get the kid they got in the second round, or at least hopeful they could get him, and they wound up getting him in Hernandez, who's going to be a very good offensive lineman. I like Darnold. Now, I've been on Darnold, as I told you, from year one, and Darnold would have been the first pick if he had been the year before. A lot of people saw things they didn't like the second year. They thought he struggled the second year versus the first year, and everybody fell in love with him. That happens sometimes. If Marino had been picked after his third year, he would have been the first player picked. Some things happened in his senior year. Jackie Sherrill left. Forge Fangio took over. They ran a little different offense. He had some issues off the field. Next thing you know, he gets picked where he does, and the rest is legend. I'm not trying to compare them. I also don't think that Sam is as talented as John Elway. John Elway was a can't miss. He was. I haven't seen that many can't misses. I've only seen a handful that I thought were can't miss. I did not know Aikman was can't miss. I knew Elway was can't miss. I knew Luck was can't miss. I did not know Aikman was can't miss. I knew he had a good arm, but I did not know he was can't miss. So you don't always know about each guy. But I think Darnold is not can't miss, but I think he's going to be a very, very good quarterback. I am very confident he will be a very, very good quarterback for a long time. I would not put him in the Luck class or the Elway class. I would put him just below that class. I would put him, those guys are 10s. He's 9. I don't put him there with those two. But you know what? I think he's going to be terrific. I really do. Now, may the Giants, if this doesn't work out for them next couple of years, will they rue the day they didn't take him? Well, they might very much, yes. I think the Jets will be very happy that they did in the years to come. And I am a little different. I want him to play from day one. As long as the offensive line shows me that it can protect him, I want him to play. I want him to learn on the job. Jim in Westfield, what's up, Jim?
What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
What's happening?
Not much. Great Brad Smith stuff. But wanted to call about a little bit of three things that I've called about in the past. But to start with the Preakness, I don't know if you've gone down to Pimlico recently for it.
No, I have not.
But the area, it's just not a great area, not a great track.
Right.
And my question to you was, do you think if Jersey can figure out the sports gambling aspect of this whole thing, with a governor like Murphy backing like Dick Cody, do you think they could put enough money towards horse racing to attract the Preakness and bring it up here, bring it close to New York and have accessibility?
I can't answer that. I'm not sure I'm not sure how the people in Maryland feel about that. So I really couldn't answer it from the Maryland standpoint. I don't know enough about the Maryland Jockey Club, about the Maryland racing situation. I
thought a few years back there was talks of it being.
There was talk of the closing the track and moving the Preakness to another track. That is true. There was talk of that. Again, it didn't happen. So I don't know where that stands now. Like I said, I'm not well versed in what's going on in Maryland racing right now. So I can't tell you that I know what they're thinking there. Had I heard that, I had heard about it going to a California track, which I don't like, but I had heard that. So there had been talk of moving the Preakness. There had been talk of Pimlico closing. That was all true. It hasn't happened. I don't know what the commitment is down there now for that track. I just don't know the answer to that. John in Cranford, what's up, John?
Well, first, Mike, it's nice to have you back.
Thank you.
And second, thank you for taking my call.
Yep.
And by the way, what you said about the Jets before, from your lips to God's ears.
I think they got the right guy.
I want to talk about the Mets stuff. And what I don't understand is if I'm a general manager, and I know that my owners are not going to spend a lot of money when it comes to free agents, I know I would be concentrating on my farm system. And I just want to know, for the last 3-4 years, I mean, where's our farm system? We're ranked, 28th out of all the teams?
Yep.
That's horrible. I mean, if it were me at this point, you got to really look in the mirror, and you got to be honest with yourself. All right? I don't think we're a contending team. I think we're so far from it. As I watch more wheels fall off the wagon than you can shake a stick at. And you have to, are you going to pay Syndergaard? Are you going to pay DeGrom? As much as it would pain for me to let them go, you've got to start building the farm system because there's no other way you're ever going to deal with these owners.
No, listen, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Listen, you're absolutely not wrong. This team right now does not have a great future, and its present is being diminished by injury after injury, and right now they're not good enough to win, and they don't have a bright future. That's not a good place you want to be, especially sharing a town with a team as loaded as the Yankees. 6 o'clock, here's Erica.